Hey Handcraft viewers! This is your host Chaitali and I am back today with another episode of Handcraft. Now my guest today actually doesn't need introduction. Well, all of my guests don't need introduction, but I'm going to give you one for her. And actually just one hint. She's a go-to gal. Have I said enough? Well, I am going to take you over to meet Kim Kesti today. Hi Kim!
Hi, how are you doing out there?
Thank you, and hello to everyone as well. So,
I
Kim,
should say
you
hello. I should say hello to everyone in Ironcraft land.
oh, I think everyone will love that. Thank you. Okay, so you are coming to us from your brand new craft room. You're going to demand a tour very soon.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I just basically redid this whole room in the last maybe 30 days, so I'm pretty
Wow.
excited and pretty happy with it.
Awesome, awesome. We are going to get a tour from Kim, so stay on and keep watching. All right, so a bit more introduction, I guess, about Kim is that you have been on several design teams. You're a go-to gal for paper crafts, and you are awesome. So we want to know more about, how this awesome journey started for you. Tell us how you got started in card making and how did you, get to where you are today.
Okay, well, sometimes I think of myself as that old crafter. I don't know why. Maybe because I've been doing it for at least 10 years. I started out
Wow.
scrapbooking, so I did a lot of the creative memories type scrapbooking. Gosh, that was probably back in the 90s. And
Wow.
I moved into more, I guess you'd say modern scrapbooking in maybe 2003 or 4. So it's been a good 10 years since I've kind of been around this industry. I started doing a lot of work for creating Keepsakes magazine when they were still publishing that. And that's when some of my work, I think, must have caught the attention of some of the editors on the papercraft side, because back then they were two different magazines, two sister magazines. And so
Right.
I did a collaborative issue where we did, gosh, it was all wedding stuff. We did wedding layouts plus wedding invitations and other paper crafts, and that is when I fell in love with the card making and the paper crafting. And I really basically switched right around then, around 2006 or 7, and I still do some scrapbooking, but definitely mostly paper crafting for sure.
Awesome. So that's when you switched to being a card maker. That's when you would call yourself starting as a card maker.
Right around 2006, and then I think it was maybe 2008 that I was first invited to be a go-to gal, and I was
Wow, you've been
basically
a good gal
finishing
a
out.
very, very long time.
I know. I was finishing out a term because one of the go-to gals left the magazine to start her own stamp company. And for
Hmm.
those of you who don't know, that was Nicole Hetty, who started Paper Tray Inc. And so those were big shoes to fill. So I don't
Oh,
know how I did, but that's how I got started on the go-to gals team.
nice. Wow, I didn't know that she was a go-to gal too. Wow.
Yeah, she was for quite a few years before I came on board. So.
Nice. So do you remember the first card that got published for you?
Oh gosh. Well, it would have been in that wedding magazine, so I think it was a wedding card, and I remember using like pattern paper with musical notes in the background. That
Oh,
much I do remember. And then I
nice.
think it must have had some lace. It's really not my style anymore, so looking back, it's kind of funny to think about it, but it was a fun project to do for that issue.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So related to that, actually, then I have two questions. One is, did you like preserve, every magazine that you got published in? I got published recently, so I'm very curious about, like, did you preserve every magazine, you got published in?
Oh, that's exciting for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I probably have not saved the actual magazine unless I had a cover project on the cover, but I definitely have saved, the pages from that issue. Like I would cut them out with a razor knife, and then I
Nice.
put them in a little, like, I don't know, like a photo album with the little sleeves. So I've
Right.
kept each actual publication. Yeah, I have to say I have.
Nice, nice.
Exciting though to get published for sure.
Oh, yeah, it's an awesome feeling, right? And
Oh
especially,
yeah.
like getting the email from Susan, it's really amazing.
Yeah, it's still exciting, believe it or not. After almost 10 years, it really is.
Yeah, yeah. And actually, my first card that got published is actually the one that you guys picked at the most recent Go To Gals meeting. So thank you. I
Oh,
can thank you in
really?
person for picking it.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look at that issue and see which one it was. Fun. We can never see the names when we're looking at the,
Yeah,
submission,
yeah.
so we don't know. But oh, you'll have to give me a hint about which card it was.
Not right now. You have to wait,
Okay.
and you'll get to see it then. I think you'll recognize it probably. You guys must have picked out, all the cards and probably looked at them so
Yeah.
much when you
Ah,
picked it up.
that's awesome.
Awesome. So then, the second question I had, you said the first card you made is not your style now. So I'm curious, did you see your style changing over the years? Do you think it has changed now?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think that although I still consider myself what we say is a fun and cute scrapper, and
Mm-hmm.
that's or card maker, that's what I started out with. And I still do enjoy that, and it's fun. But even that has changed into a more clean, fun and cute, a little bit more modern, fun and cute. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, it does. You're perfect for paper smooches. I think of fun and cute when I think of them too. So,
Yeah, yeah. And I do enjoy the work. I guess it's called more graphic design, but I think that I'm hit and miss with that. Like I could make a card and it turns out really great, and next time I go to make a card and it's not
uh,
good. So
nice.
that's
So, what do you
that's
think
how I would
about?
describe my style. Half and half between those two.
Okay. Cool. That's interesting that your style has evolved, but the basic element of it looks like has remained the same. So
Yeah.
awesome. So coming back to scrapbooking, what do you think about the most recent trend for pocket scrapbooking? That's for fast scrapbookers, I guess, like me who wanna just get it done quickly. What do you
Yeah,
think
that is true. We kind of have this debate sometimes because pocket scrapbooking is definitely doable for a lot of people, and if you just keep it really basic and add photos and cards, then great. But of course, as I guess experienced scrapbookers, we can't resist turning every one of those little squares into like a mini layout. It's almost like doing, okay, say you have 6 pockets on your page. It's like
Mhm.
making 6 little cards for your
Yeah,
scrapbook. That's
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
how I see it. So I don't think I consider it quote easy. I think that it
Uh-huh.
can be easy, but I think we also make it more complicated maybe than it needs to be. But but it is fun, and I have started 2 albums with the pocket scrapbooking. One that's just a daily life, and then I just started one for my daughter who graduated from high school. So I'm kind of backtracking and doing an album, a smaller album for her, but I don't think it's as easy as it looks.
Yeah, that's true. It's supposed to not be overwhelming, but I guess it's a dangerous combination if you're a card maker and a scrapbooker.
Right.
You want to do like each of those little pockets as as a card, and it gets
Exactly.
overwhelming.
So I have to kind of rein myself in and just say, keep it simple, get your journaling down, which is really important, get the
Yeah,
photos in, and then if I have time to play, then I can add some cute little things to it.
right. So I have to ask this to a veteran scrapbooker. Does it feel overwhelming at times? Did you ever feel like, oh, I have to catch up and there is so much to do in the scrapbooks and I am not even like halfway done?
I guess because I've been doing it for so long and have enjoyed it for so long that I've never felt that way. I have kind of subscribed to Stacy Julian's philosophy. I took a few classes from her when I first started scrapbooking that I think really were instrumental in how I scrapbook, and she was
Mhm.
always big on just tell the story, don't worry about catching up. If you have photos, number one, scrap your favorite photos first because those are the most important. So I guess I've never really felt that need
Nice.
to be caught up or to scrap every photo I have, especially now with all the digital photos and Instagram
Yeah.
photos, and I'm taking more photos than I ever did.
Yeah, yeah. I think the digital photos probably makes that feeling even more. Like when I go
Yeah.
open up my, digital album, I'm like, oh my God, my phone took like these bazillion photos, and I also have my camera to load up and my husband's phone, and that's like a lot of photos.
Yes, exactly. So I think you just have to enjoy the moment, scrapbook your most important photos, and keep it fun. Otherwise, if it's not fun, why do it? I think.
Yeah, that's true. Awesome. Great advice from a veteran scrapbooker. Nice. Okay, so the next question actually is something I'm absolutely curious about. Why is your blog called ThinkFast? How did you pick up that name for your blog?
Oh gosh, I started blogging again in about 2005, so it's been a long time. I think that was right in the heyday when I had a lot of teenagers in the house and little ones in the house, and I think it was my idea that I need to get down, blog something very quickly, think fast and get it down before I forget,
Oh.
because mama's brain. And
Noah doesn't have time to
yeah,
blog, but he has
yeah.
to.
And my kids always would say funny things like, I don't know, popular culture things, like
Uh-huh.
shotgun when they're calling the front seat in the car, or small little phrases like that. And I think one of them probably said one day, "Hey mom, think fast," and so I thought, okay, I can go with that for a title for my blog. It still works for me too. I still have
Nice.
to think fast.
Awesome. That's a nice story behind the blog name. Nice. All right. So we have to talk about your super mommy status. You're a mom of eight. Is that right?
I am, yes.
Wow. So tell us, how do you balance crafting, all these years actually? I'm super impressed. How did you balance crafting and kids and, family life and commitments, especially during summertime? Please tell me your magic secret formula.
Oh gosh, I wish I had a formula I could share with everyone, but I think that when you love something, you can squeeze out a little bit of time to do it. I think people have all sorts of hobbies. I also like to read and do some other crafts, but really my favorite thing to do is to come in my little room here and play with paper and glue and make something pretty, even if it's not for submission, for magazine, whatever. So I think that I try to carve out that little bit of time. I wouldn't even say I'm a night owl necessarily, because when the
Mhm.
kids are in bed, I pretty much follow them.
Okay.
So it's more like nap time. I sneak in here, maybe in the morning if they're busy with one of their projects. I come in. I do it in short blocks, maybe 15, 20 minutes at a time. So I'm constantly running in and out. And you might see when we do the tour later that this is also my laundry room, which is
Oh,
kind of
you
funny,
can,
but
you can
then I
give that excuse and then come in here.
yeah, I have to go switch the wash. I run in, fold a load, and then run to my desk and play for 5 or 10 minutes. It really is mostly snatches of small time. That's
Nice.
that's how
Do
I do
you
it, and
do
that's how I've
you
always
org
done it.
Nice. Do you organize your crafting process in any way to make the most of your crafting time? Since you have it looks like you have smaller chunks of time, so do you organize your process?
Yeah, I do. I do. I A lot of times I'll come in. I typically have about three or four projects going on at one time. So I may go through and say, I want to use these two stamp sets, and I want to use this new pack of pattern paper. I really feel like don't hoard your product. If you get something new, go ahead and pull it out on your desk, use it right away, because there's a reason you bought it, because it inspired you, because it triggered some reason, for you to purchase that item.
Yep.
So I make little piles, and I'll show you one little tray thing that I have when we do the tour. So I
Mm-hmm.
typically keep 3 or 4 projects going at one time, and then I just rotate through them, and I usually end up with, again, 3 or 4 projects finished at the same time. Then I'll stop, take
Wow.
photos, do whatever. So that seems to work for me.
Wow, you are a super mom. You multitask in with the kids and you're also with the projects that you're doing. Amazing.
Yeah,
Well,
multitasking is key for sure.
Yeah, you could use like one product on something else, and then you have two projects that are, using the same thing or something.
Yeah, yeah, that happens. That also happens. Yep, for
Wow,
sure.
nice. That's actually a cool idea, though. It looks like you keep out your ingredients before, and you know what you're going to use roughly in the card, and that's how you can get started quickly.
Yeah,
Shopping in the craft room.
yeah, exactly. And if I'm working on maybe a design team project, often
Mhm.
I'll have to do 2 or 3 cards for one blog post or one assignment anyway. So I'll kind of lay out all my card bases, then just start playing with paper and playing with product and layering it on, and pretty soon it's done.
Nice, nice. So we have spoken so much about the craft tour. Let's do it. Let's see the craft room.
Okay, I have my iPad here, so I'm going to try not to make you sick if I flip it around and give you a little tour. Oh boy.
Oh, we're fine. We're very strong viewers, so.
Okay, so this is my back wall. I'll
Mhm.
actually stand up, go over my shoulder here. This is my very back wall, and I have these jars full of product. I'll go a little bit closer. This is how I keep my washi tape organized on the bottom, all my buttons organized, and then the top shelf is for just small little doodads like metal labels, letters, different tags, things like that. So that's my back wall. And then when you go over to my work desk, I've got an ink holder up in the corner. And then this is kind of all different. I just painted these walls white instead of blue. See if it gets too dark over here. Can you see that? It seems like it's kind of
Yep.
dark.
It's a little bit dark, but that's fine. I can see
I'll,
it.
I'll go a little bit closer. But I have one magnet board where I keep assignments, and my calendar's up here. And then I have these new trays, which are part of a way I keep organized. I keep some of my things that inspire me to work on new projects on these. These are really narrow little metal shelves. And so I've got a new stamp pad, a 6x6 pad, just some things that make me inspired. I stand to craft, so my whole desk is kind of a big long workspace there. And then my newest thing is the side of my cabinet as I come around. It's got some magnet pieces on it that are magnet vent covers. And then I have my dies. So
Wow.
everything is within arm's reach, basically, for my work area there. What else do you want to see?
Oh, the laundry side on the other side.
Okay. Okay, first of all, here's me again. Hi. These
Hi.
cabinets are right next to my workspace, which is right behind me right now. So these
Mhm.
cabinets hold a lot of pattern paper and solid cardstock. And these garage doors open. And that's where I store my cutting machines, like my manual die cutting machines. So this is all what I say is closed storage, but I can still see things. I don't like visual clutter. I think it distracts me. So I like things behind doors. That's what this is.
Nice.
Then I'll move
I
around.
like the garage doors.
I know they're like little garage doors. Isn't that fun?
Yeah,
But
yeah. Very
right
cute.
behind those garage doors, or I should say on the other side of the room, is my washer and dryer. And then one
Wow.
window. And then I come around, and of course I have an IKEA unit for all my little goodies. I know, like every crafter, right? So I have that, yeah. But again, it's got basically all closed doors on it. I know what's behind those doors, and it's mostly punches and some of my idea books and, things like that. Then as you swing around to the last wall, we're back to the shelves, but I'll show you the little unit I was talking about. I have one more little IKEA cube down here. And this unit I think is really cool. I got the idea from Allie Edwards.
Mm.
And this is a little unit from IKEA that you can pull open. and it's like a little tray. Oh gosh, let me move it down. It's like a little tray that pulls out, and then you have, like, say your stamp set you want to work on next, and then it slides back in. But that tray you can actually pull all the way out and take it over to your craft desk. Does that make sense?
Yep, yep.
But
That's how it looks like you organize.
yeah. So I want to do something with this pattern paper, and I put watercolor paper next to it because for some reason I like this summer pattern paper. It makes me think of doing a project with watercolor. So that reminds me to pull out my watercolors and do a project with this paper plus watercolor. So that's, and there's 4 trays in there, so that's how I organized 4 different projects at one time.
Nice. Very, very cool.
Yeah, on top I keep my stamps and you know, some of my other little things there. So yeah, I think that's the complete tour, maybe.
Awesome. That's a super, super organized craft room. Mine, only this section is organized. I don't want to show you the rest on the other side.
I have to keep things neat and tidy, like I said, otherwise I get so distracted that I can never finish anything. I just keep looking at all my pretty stuff. Oh, I want to use that and that and that and that.
Yeah,
so I have to rein myself in.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I've recently started doing that too. Like, it's easier to start crafting if your room is cleaner. So now I've started like cleaning up after, you know, each session just to keep it clean and just to keep me inspired more than anything.
Yes, that's true. That's how I feel for sure.
All right. So what are those trays called again? I didn't catch the name of it.
Oh, gosh, I don't remember the name because all those IKEA names are so Swedish.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'll take a picture of it and put it on my blog so people can check that out, and I'll put a link to where they're at. Yeah.
Awesome. Sounds good. I think everyone's going to want to know what those trays are.
I'll take better pictures so you can see it a little bit better too.
Awesome. Awesome. Sounds great. Okay, so my next question actually is about what you do when you're not crafting, which is most of the time, I think.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Well, a couple of years ago we bought a little vintage trailer, my husband and I. So we actually spent most of the summer 2 years ago refurbishing that, and now we want to take it out and travel a little bit more. So I love taking that out and finding new places, even here in Arizona, or we plan to go to Colorado, maybe Utah. Just get out on the road and travel a little bit more. My baby is 6 years old now, so we are finally out of the diaper stage and all that. So
Nice.
hopefully we can get out and about a little bit more. But
so is it one of the ones where you can sleep inside and there's more space inside?
Right. Yep. Yeah. It's not real big, but it's just perfect for us. We probably end up taking 3 kids with us most of the time because the older kids are, you know, busy with jobs and their own lives. Really, 4 of the kids don't even live with us anymore because they're grown up. So when people say 8 kids, they're thinking 8 small kids, you know, but 4 of my kids are already on their own. So it's
Right.
a lot easier now than it was 10 years ago.
I'm sure it is. Yeah, yeah. Nice. So that's a great that's an exciting hobby actually. And in Arizona, you probably have a lot of places to, you know, camp around and go out. I've been to the national parks, especially Utah and Arizona side. They're beautiful.
Oh yeah, we could go to a different national park every weekend and definitely not even hit all of them in one summer. So
Yeah,
pretty excited. And then never mind the 6-hour drive to the beach in San Diego or Los Angeles. That's always a lure for us Phoenicians too in the hot summer.
Right.
So we'd like to go do some beach camping too.
Right. Is it only 6 hours from there? That's pretty fast. Yeah.
It's very close. Yeah, it's about even 5.5, 6 hours. Yeah.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
Next time I come to Arizona, maybe we can meet up.
Yeah, definitely. Let's do it. Yeah.
So coming back to Go-To Gals, tell us what it is to be a Go-To Gal. How does it feel? Give us a virtual, so we can also live through that experience.
Oh, okay. The best part of being a go-to gal, like I said, is working with people who speak your language. They care about why this shade of pink cardstock is better than that shade of pink cardstock. It's really about the community that I work with, all the girls, the other go-to gals, and the editors. We get to go to Utah once a year and participate in the editorial meeting, and that's when we do a lot of planning for the future and also talking about what worked and did not work in the past year. So that feels like fun, but also a big responsibility. Like, I want to make sure this magazine grows, and I want to make sure it's what people want to read. And I know we have a large group of people who are not super happy about the digital part of, losing the paper magazine on a monthly basis, but we have, I'm going to say, at least 7 or 8 paper issues being planned for next year.
Yeah.
That'll, so we'll still be able to magazine and touch it and feel it, but the more I dig into the digital part, it's really exciting. And when I hear about things that are coming down the pike that maybe I can't share everything that's coming up, but there's going to be some really fun things in the coming months and going into the new year with the digital magazine, which will be fun. So it's a lot of responsibility, but a lot of fun also. It's sometimes work and sometimes play.
Nice.
For sure.
That sounds like an amazingly exciting job. I love it. It's amazing that, you guys get to do what you enjoy, and you also get to help other people get published. So that's awesome. And as far as the digital part goes, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but so I actually love the digital format, and the biggest reason is stuff can move in it. Like, there are videos in it, and you can, press the button and see it right there. And the paper, as exciting as it is, you can't make stuff move in paper.
Yeah, I agree. I love the interaction of the digital issue, exactly. And you can zoom up on the card and really look at the detail, which I could not do with those, thinner paper pages.
Yeah.
The color is beautiful, and I don't know, everything just shows up really pretty. I like it.
And probably my husband would not like this, but there are all these links right there that I can click and immediately start shopping. So my shopping sprees have increased because of the digital one. On the paper one, I had to write it out and then, go to my computer later and do the shopping. So I like that. I like that very much.
Good. We'll have to tell our advertisers that you like that. That's good.
Nice. Very cool. All right, so this interview is incomplete without the rapid fire round. So I'm going to ask questions fast, and you have to be ready to answer them fast. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. All right. One summer tradition in your family.
Oh, gosh. The biggest one is my mom's of July. So every year we plan, not even a huge birthday, but some kind of birthday celebration for her. That usually is a big part of our summer.
Nice. When is her birthday? Is it 4th of July or is it?
It actually is on 4th of July. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Wow. Very
I always
cool.
thought fireworks were for her when she was a little kid.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, now she gets double celebration, so that's awesome. Nice. Okay. One favorite quote that you have, like some saying or quote that you really, really like.
Okay, I have one quote that I like, and I actually am thinking I need to get it on my wall in my room here maybe, but someone said it's an old Finnish proverb, which his background is from Finland, but I don't really know if that's true because I've asked Finnish people and they have not really heard of it, but it's basically a quote that says, happiness is somewhere between too much and too little.
Very, very nice.
Yeah, I like that one.
Good. Yeah. Awesome. I love it. You should definitely put it on your craft room wall. Do it in one of the vinyl cuttings. Like if you have a cameo, you could cut it out on it and then, put it up there.
Yeah, I do have a cameo and I am going to do that now. You have inspired me.
Awesome. Great. Okay, so favorite food?
Oh, snack food? Or any food?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. My favorite food to eat is a really nice filet done about medium rare.
Ooh.
Really love that. And my favorite snack food is my guilty pleasure is eating Cheetos.
Nice. I'm hungry for both now.
And don't eat them together, not together.
Yeah, not together. I agree. The Cheetos, though, I have to, it's my TV snack food. Do you feel that way? I can't do it when I'm crafting. I'll get like all the powder on everything if I do that.
Yeah, not crafting. Mostly I eat them when I'm reading a book. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. Reading books with the Cheetos is nice. Like reading Papercraft magazine, maybe.
Yeah, I'll get Cheeto all over my iPad.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that can be cleaned off. Not on cards, so
Yeah.
iPad is fine. All right. If you could go back in time to any moment, which one would you choose?
Oh, any moment in time. Probably the American Revolution, somewhere around either the signing of the Declaration of Independence or maybe when the actual war was over, somewhere around there. That would be pretty cool. Yeah.
Nice. You know what? You're the first person who's given like a historical moment, not something personally connected to you.
Oh, like I
But
said,
that's
I read a lot, and that's one of my favorite times to read about is during the Revolution and those stories. It's pretty
very
fun.
cool. So it would be like the books coming to life that you have.
Exactly. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Nice, very nice. All right, so now is the time to pose for the camera. So give me three poses for the camera.
Okay. Let's see. There's one. Um,
Okay.
two. And
Oh, I didn't catch the second pose. Can you do that
oh,
again?
okay. I'll do this one first.
Got it.
And um, let's see. Um,
Got it. Really cute poses.
oh, gee.
Thank you. All right, so since this is handcraft, this was our time to get crafty together, and we both are using the same ingredients from Paper Smooches. Thank you,
Mhm.
Kim, the other Kim, for
Yeah.
sponsoring our episode today. She was absolutely sweet and she sponsored a really generous prize as well. But let's get to the ingredients first. So we both used this set from Paper Smooches, the crystal clear set. And here you guys can take a look at it. And we both crafted using this set. Do you have your card ready?
I do.
All right, let's see it. Three, two,
Okay.
one. Oh, wow. You first. You have a lot of bees on the card.
I have some kind of fun things going on. First of all, it's a shaker card, which I don't know if it's
Oh,
going
I
to
can't
take.
see it clearly. Can you move it back a little?
Okay. I'll try to get my body out of the way here.
Okay.
I think that maybe the light is glaring off. This part right here is an acetate, so that makes it like a
Okay.
shaker card. So I don't know.
Hmm.
I'll try to shake it a little bit. I don't know if my sequins are going to move very much,
Yeah,
but
yeah, I see it moving. Yeah.
and
Nice.
basically you have some sequins in there, and then these are the little fireflies, and I also glued a little sequin on their little rears, their little rear there.
That's cute.
And then I put the little tag for my sentiment. Otherwise, it's pretty simple. I did a little bit of blue inking in the background with, a little sponge. But that's
Nice.
pretty much it, yeah.
Very cool. And we will have better pictures of this on the handcraft post.
Yeah.
So for mine, Here's what I did. I tried to copy your clean and graphic, crisp kind of style. So one thing I noticed is you always have pops of color on your card.
Mhm.
And I tried to do that with a colorful background, but then I realized that now I have too much color on the card, so I need to get a pop of color. So I went with the white to do a pop of color, and I have these two are from the set, and these up here. And then this is a die cut that I put in here because I thought it would flow in nicely with the card. There you have it.
Oh, I love that card. It's perfect. I love the
Thank
contrast
you.
of the white with the colorful background. Really nice. Love it.
It started out as being just a colorful card, and then it became a white with a colorful background.
Well, you can tell by the fact that I've changed my whole scrap room to white that I like white. It's nice.
I know, that's what I was thinking yesterday night when I was like putting out everything for the interview. I was like, oh, she's going to like it because I know she likes white. Nice.
Exactly.
All right, so let's talk about the giveaway. So today, Paper Smooches is sponsoring a giveaway for all you Handcraft viewers, and one lucky winner is going to get a $25 gift certificate to the Paper Smooches store. That's a huge shopping spree, and all you have to do to win it, to try to win it, is to answer this question that Kim is going to ask. And to just go to the Handcraft post and write your answer in the comments. I will choose a lucky winner from that. So what's the question, Kim?
Okay, the question relates to my comment I made about hoarding. So I want to know what is the oldest scrapbook product you have in your possession. So it could be the oldest paper you have, the oldest pack of embellishments, maybe the very first stamp set, if you still have it, that you bought. So I want to know what's the oldest crafting product in your scrap room.
Very, very, very awesome question. So everyone, tell us what is the oldest crafty product you have in your stash, and we will see, we'll compare notes and see whose product is the oldest. And actually, I know there are quite a few, fellow bloggers who have told me that they have kept a product long enough, and then it has come back in trend, and then they've used it again. So hoarding's probably not that bad.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Kim, for being with us today. It was an awesome interview. And thank you, Handcraft viewers, for watching the interview. And I will see you next time with another episode. Bye, Kim.
Bye, thanks.
Hey folks, thank you so much for watching Handcraft. I have some previous episodes for you, and I hope you will subscribe to my channel to get even more Handcraft videos in future and other videos too. Thanks a lot. See ya.